Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado. My name is Michaela. I know last week we took you guys through another bumper pull, that 3-horse slant that we saw. This morning I'm going to be taking you guys through a 2-horse straight load bumper pull. So we're still looking at a Cimarron here. With these Cimarrons, we're still looking at that 100% aluminum construction. With this one being a brand new 2024 model, you are going to get some great warranties with this trailer. 8-year structural warranty and then a 3-year hitch to bumper warranty on this guy. Before we get to the trailer itself, let's go ahead and pull up that drawing and review some of these dimensions together. So this one here, we are looking at our standard width of our 6'10" wide, but with this one being a straight load, kind of geared towards those warm blood horses, we do have an interior height on this one of 7 feet 7 inches tall. Total floor length on this one, when you get to the point of that bumper pull nose, there is 15 feet 9 inches. You guys have a 3-foot tongue on this one. So very manageable size, meant for those bigger horses, of course, with that higher interior height. And then your stall length in this one from your chest to your tail is 82 inches. So tons of space in there for those big guys. But let's go ahead and check out the trailer here. We're going to start up here at our front tack. So being our 2-horse straight load, we have our front tack door up on our angled nose right here versus on the side. We still have our fold down step optioned on this trailer, getting in and out. So this one is, just so you guys are aware, if you're building a trailer with us, your fold down step is an upgrade. You guys are going to see that on every single one of our trailers that we order for inventory. You guys are going to think it's standard. It is an upgrade. We have our door right here. Has that bus window on it, so I always like having some sort of ventilation in our tack rooms, whether it be roof vents or bus windows, anything that gets some air moving through. We have that bus window right here. And then our oversized Cimarron brush trays right here, my favorite brush trays because of how big they are. Still has those 2 partitions in it, so you are getting 3 separate compartments. Really great for anything that you need without stepping inside. So fly spray, mane and tail detangler, all of my brushes fit in there just fine. So no need for a grooming tote. You can stick all of them in there, hoof picks, mane and tail bands, rubber bands, anything that you need right there. A quick grab before you get in. But we'll go ahead and step in and see what we have in here for options. So just start up front and work our way around. As we'll notice down here, we have our battery system right here for our breakaway battery, as well as our matching spare tire. This is matching compared to our rims out there, so it is a full-size matching spare you guys can use in your tire rotation program, or if you do have a flat and you need to use a Sky, it's going to look the same as the rest of your tires. Moving on up, we have another sliding bus window right here. So if you guys are using this as a dressing room, you guys can pop this open and get some airflow moving through that way. And then again, using it for a dressing room, you have a clothes bar up here. You can hang all of your change of clothes there if you are at a horse show, you're just out trail riding, whatever you need for change of gear, you can hang it all up there. Very easy access, and it keeps it over here away from your saddles too. So there's still plenty of hanging space, especially for those longer garment bags. Tons of space right here, guys, to get all those in here. And then our recessed saddle post on this guy, it is permanent up against this wall, though it still is on our normal track that we see on our slide outs. So you guys can add, change, remove any of these items that you see right here. If you guys want more saddle racks, we can add more. It's very easy. There's a little gap up here at the top where you can slide more in. You can change how these are organized. This right here is for your saddle pads. We can add more of those as well. If you're someone like me who owns more saddles, more pads than they do horses, you need more storage space, we can do that. You want to slide them up and down, very easy to use. Just a wrench, quick slide them up and down wherever you need to. Very versatile, easy to use. My favorite saddle racks, they hold on those saddles really well. And then these blanket bars, they allow you to use so many different pads on here that it can store more than just one. So that's really great. And then one thing I love about the inside here is that it is fully carpeted. Both your partition wall and then your exterior wall over here, both fully carpeted. I love that feature there. Makes it a better space to use as a dressing room if you are changing in here. Storage, if you have those big English tack trunks you need to get in here, this corner right here is a perfect space for one of those, to get one slid in this corner here. And then when you do slide it up against your walls, these are fully carpeted, so you don't have to worry about dinging your trunk, dinging your nice white walls, leaving those black marks. It is very protected for both your trailer and your equipment. And then you've got bridle hooks up here on both sides. Again, carpeted behind those to protect your trailer, protect your equipment. Keeps it a little bit quieter for the horses on the other side of this wall. Gives you plenty of hanging space, though. We can add more. We could get in another row right here. It looks like if you did need more hanging space, you can always look at that option for you. And then as we exit, we do have an Optibright LED light up above right here in this entryway, so you guys can have visibility inside of this tack room here. Just easy to flip on and off. You do not have a battery on this trailer though, so you will need to be plugged into your truck to get power for that light right there. So if you're looking at upgrades as I go through this trailer, that is one thing I would mention besides saddle racks and pad racks would be a battery if you're looking to use that power when you're not plugged into your truck. So working around this way, we'll start on this side. It's gonna look the exact same as the other side. We do have a matching escape door on each side. I know a lot of the older trailers, you would see just having an escape door on one side. I love that these are now on both sides, getting you access to both horses from either side, because you just never know where you're gonna end up parked, having to pull off on the side of the road. Maybe you end up on the left shoulder for some reason and you have to access from that side of the trailer. Now you can do that with these escape doors being on both sides. Being your 6'10" wide, you have a full length running board on this trailer. So no need for a full down step right here. You have your running board to climb in and out with. If you guys are looking at building a trailer, that is something that we could still do here, is add that fold down step. But you can still climb in here very easily to check on your horses. If you want to refill hay nets, hay bags, offer them some water, you have all of this space right here to get in and work with them and be safe about it. And then as we work back, this one is on 3,500 pound Dexter rubber torsion axles. We do have the black spoke rims. Get my shadow out of there so you guys can see them. I love the black spoke with the white sheeting. They just look really nice, but those are 15-inch wheels there and 3,500 pound Dexter rubber torsion axles on this guy. And then on our side right here, we do have our 2 tie rings. We have the 2 on each side, so you guys can tie them up on this side to get right to your tack room easier. But with your tack room being located up there on the nose, it would still be very accessible. If you did tie up on the other side and just walked around the front of the nose, you could still get to that very easily as well. Again, if you're at a horse show and you park close to someone else, you just never know what side you'll need to tie on. So still having that versatility there with your 2 tie rings on each side. And then we do have a sliding bus window. I'll get this out of the way for 1 second. We have an oversized sliding bus window right there for your horses inside. That's gonna give them tons of ventilation there. It's gonna slide open right here. It's gonna open all the way to here. So you are gonna get tons of airflow through there, keep them cool when we get closer towards these hot summer months. They just seem like they push further and further away every year. And then this right here is one of our wraparound windows. This is like our Dutch door set up on the back, which we'll see once we get over there. But I just want you guys to see that this will open and lock into place right here, so you can travel down the road with those tail windows open and get them some more airflow that way. So we'll step around to the back. So again, being that Dutch door setup I mentioned, you have those 2 swing around tail windows, all the way swing around with these wraparound hinges. They go flush up against the side of the trailer. And then the lower part of your door is gonna be the ramp. So the ramp also acts as your door. You will have a ramp getting into this one because of how it is set up with your 2-horse straight load. I personally prefer the ramp, so I always like to see them optioned with that. But these butt bars and these chest bars operate really well, really smoothly. There's really no moving parts that you need to mess with. You're not, I know when I hauled horses and I had butt bars like this, it was a different setup that involved pins and clips, maybe carabiner snaps, anything like that. It was just a lot harder, especially when it's cold out, things seize up, you spill water on them, just anything happens. These are really easy to use. So all you're gonna do, I don't know which side is best because my shadow's in the way, but all you do is you're just gonna work it around very easily. You can do it with one hand, which is always important when you are working with horses. You know you're holding a horse in one hand, or you're holding buckets or anything else. It's really easy to just get in and lock them in safely, because if they do get antsy, you want to be able to quick get that butt bar so they know they can't back up. I know that was a big concern for me when I was hauling horses by myself, was getting them locked in as quickly as I could. And there's nothing faster than that and easier to use and safe to use. So both your butt bars and your chest bars work like that. We have one partial divider right here in the middle. Partial meaning it doesn't have the stud wall all the way to the floor. This one is just your partial, your halfway divider. It is padded. We did do the padding on both sides. I really like that, just giving your horses a little bit more comfortable options inside of here, as well as your bar type or your airflow dividers inside of this one. We did that on our divider as well as our head grill right here, so we kind of matched that right there. Really getting that airflow moving through this trailer, but also if you guys do have horses that ride better with their buddies, being able to see their buddies, being able to sniff noses with their buddies, this is going to be the best option for you guys. It's going to make them ride a lot happier when they do have that interaction there versus just the solid. Maybe there are some of you that do prefer the solid for that exact reason in the opposite way, but this one is set up with those bar types. And then what's really cool about this divider here is that it is movable. So this one here is not on our traveling gate system. We do build those. We can build those if you're looking at building a trailer. This one here, optioned a little bit different. It has a movable divider. So it doesn't travel, but you guys will see, I know you guys are checking it out back here while I chat. We have these pins right here. They're gonna be on the back and up at the front. They're so easy to use, these AR latches. Pop those out of place and now you can pick up your divider and it's gonna move over here. So it's just gonna go right over here. There's this right here, and then you have your same things up here for your front end of your divider. So it will pick up and then lock into place over here. So that is really nice for someone that's not maybe gonna be needing to use that option on a day-to-day basis. It is a little bit more challenging than those traveling dividers, but this is more cost efficient for people on the lower price point budget. Still easy to do, you and your friend can do it. Just unpin it, pop it over there, and now you have a giant box stall. So with your divider right here, this whole space is open. You can haul those bigger horses, you can haul your drafts in here, you can haul mares and foals. It is breeding season, you need to get those pairs back and forth. You have plenty of space right here to do that. You're gonna have a giant box stall right here. So really cool options on this trailer. I know I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. This one here is your rubber floor mat. So you do have the rubber on the floor there. That is something that can be optioned to that worm flooring if we wanted to look at upgrades there. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with that, but we can pull this out and add in that pour-in rubber flooring that we have seen before. That just makes life a little bit easier. If you are cleaning this out, you can clean it out with just a pressure washer, power wash all of this out, spray it all out, and then you don't have to worry about pulling up mats and those shavings getting underneath there. Opti-Bright lights on both sides here. Now we have that visibility carried inside this trailer as well as outside. And then up above each head on both sides, we have a two-way roof vent. So that is gonna open up both directions, push it open forwards, pull that air in, or push it open backwards and draw that air out. So lots of airflow through there. Again, combined with your standard insulated Cimarron roof. You guys can see it looks the exact same up on the top. It is that honeycomb fiberglass type material. Great for keeping it cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter, but also dent resistant to hail, which is very nice in these spring months here in Colorado. We are in the midst of hail season. I know it's coming. So big selling point on these Cimarrons for that, but also keeping your horses more comfortable. So really well optioned out stall area on this little 2-horse straight load. Lots going on. We do have an 8-inch awning light as we exit right here so your horses can see. When you flip on those lights inside, they can see going in, and you flip on that light right there, they can see the ramp coming in or out. Just makes it a lot more welcoming and inviting for your horses. Before we get all the way around, I'll point out our light switches. I know I get a lot of customers that wonder where our light switches are. I never point them out in my videos. They're gonna be right here. So you have quite a few different ones. The left one here, your interior, your right side, and then your load light. So 4 different switches, 4 different lights, but that's really nice because you can turn on whichever one you need. You don't have to flip them all on at once. And then stepping around to our left-hand side, our driver's side of this trailer looks the exact same as the other side. We still have our 2 tie rings right here, so now you can tie on either side. Our same Dutch door that's gonna swing around and lock into place so that you guys can travel with that open. Again, keeping that air moving through if you need to. Same sliding bus window right here, oversized, getting you lots of air moving through there that way. Same black spoke wheels over here on our 3,500-pound axles. And then we have our escape door right here on this side as well. Again, I really like having it on both sides just for accessibility, versatility. There's so much that you can do with these trailers. It just makes it work for you that way when you have so many options. And then same as the other side, which I did not point out, but you have that light there as well, your 16-inch awning light on each side. So visibility all the way around. We just saw those light switches in the back there. If you are looking for upgrades on this trailer, another thing that can happen in that stall space are stall fans if you need some airflow moving while you don't have everything opened up. And then cameras. A big upgrade there a lot of my customers do are cameras. You can add them in that stall area to see your horses. We can also add them on the back as a reverse camera. And then stepping up to the front here, we have our tread bright on the nose. This one here is optioned with our 18-inch tread bright. This is an upgrade that you guys can do to make it taller. If you're looking, you can add up to 24 inches or even up to 36 inches. So if you are building a trailer, you want that taller tread bright. Maybe you travel a lot of dirt roads, you're gonna have a lot of rocks kicking up on there. Something that you need is even further protection. Keep in mind that is something we can do when we build a trailer for you. And then our standard 3-foot tongue up here is extra in addition to that 15.9 floor length. So your 15.9 comes to here, and then you have a 3-foot tongue right here. Just your standard tongue on this one, your standard manual crank jack. We have our safety chains on each side. Your breakaway brake cable right here attaches to your trailer, so that way if that pops loose right here, it's going to turn on your trailer brakes. We saw that battery for that inside. And then I have it plugged into a battery pack. I know I was mentioning earlier in the beginning of this video about the lights and not being able to operate them without a battery. That's why I have it plugged in, so I can demonstrate all of those lights. When you're done hauling your horses, if you're done and you're unhooking your trailer, what's really nice is with this 7-pin, it does have a spot right here to store away. So unplug it from your truck, stick it in there, and now what's really great is that it's pointing down and it's tucked away. So if we do get rain like we did last night, it's not going to get into your 7-pin. You don't have to leave it sitting up here where it could get buried in snow. It's just going to tuck away in there and then just keep things lasting longer for you guys. So this trailer here, we keep these stock tags on all of our trailers. If you come walk the lot, take a peek at these. It's got a QR code on it. If you do have your cell phone on you, you can scan that code right there. It will bring up the web page for this trailer. If you're watching online, you can type that in on our website in our search bar. It's 5N240284. I know there's also going to be a link in the description of this video for this trailer's webpage. I don't know if it's been photoed yet. This one really just arrived on Friday, guys. It just got here. I know we ran through the shop, made sure everything was good on it. It's been washed. It's gonna get photoed online. Our drawing will be online as well, and then this video will link back to the webpage for this trailer as well. So if you guys have any questions, just reference that back. If I can help you guys further, give me a shout. All my contact info does show up on your screen. My cell phone's 303-918-6367. You guys can call or text that. I'd be glad to send you this drawing, send you the build sheet, answer any questions you have. If you prefer email, that's Michaela.Geis@transwest.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I look forward to helping you, and enjoy the rest of your week.